Our next stop is perhaps Tokyo's biggest tourist magnet, Asakusa, the historically and culturally important district surrounding the grand Senso-ji Temple. Top of most travellers' itineraries, the more traditional back streets are blighted with tacky gift shops at every turn, but perhaps that's half the charm. If anywhere in Tokyo is the focus of over-tourism, it's certainly here. But despite that, is it still worth a visit? It looks like another job for abroad investigations.
So here we are at Kaminarimon, literally Thundergate, and it leads to Nakamise Street, which leads in turn to Senso-ji Temple, the largest temple in Tokyo. Love it here, really cool area, but make no mistake, it probably is the busiest point in Tokyo. And now we must begin navigating thousands of people.
Historically, the area around Nakamise Shopping Street used to be one of Tokyo's largest entertainment hubs, with kabuki theatres and other, less savoury forms of entertainment on hand. Nowadays, as you swim through the sea of people clamouring to take a selfie next to the iconic gate, it's practically impossible to move, let alone enjoy any degree of cultural enlightenment.
Japan, a land of cultural, historic culture. What better place to sell cartoon costume moustaches? Who comes to Senso-ji Temple and thinks, yes, what I want today is a moustache to stick onto my face? What a weird shot. When we came down here, I made a video a few years ago, we came to the conclusion it's nicer in the evening because you can enjoy the Senso-ji Temple all to yourself and avoid the crowds and the shops. For pure photography, I prefer nighttime.
Still, the allure of Senso-ji's atmospheric streets seems to outweigh the crowds, at least for the viewers I meet wandering down Nakamise Street.
Have you guys enjoyed it so far? Would you recommend it? Actually coming here?
Yeah, I would, yeah. The stalls, they are touristy, but there's quite nice little trinkets.
And you don't mind the crowds and things like that?
The crowds
It's okay for an hour or two.
for an hour or two, yeah.
I think it's quite authentic, it's quite cool. You know, people think it's like a tourist trap, but like, I think it's a fun experience.
Fun experience. Yeah. Have you bought anything today? Have you spent anything? Any money on
I
anything?
bought this amazake.
Amazake, non-alcoholic sake. That's a good shot. Where'd you get that? I might have to get some for myself.
Still, while the crowds of Nakamise Street are tantamount to an intensive cattle farming experience, head off down one of the quieter side streets that surround Asakusa, and the district quickly redeems itself, especially when there's delicious treats to be had.
Japanese potato croquettes in a ring. Now I've seen everything. It's also the perfect way to propose to your other half. My favourite thing about coming to Asakusa isn't the temples, the shrine of the culture. It's seeing the increasingly bizarre food they come up with. Like every week there's something new. Oh, quite good actually. A little bit dry, but actually not bad. If you'd asked me a couple of weeks ago, would I recommend Asakusa and the Senso-ji Temple? I would have been like, yeah, sure, go. It's a cool place. And yet now, after doing every single stop on the Yamanote line, right, a few weeks ago, and exploring places where you can have all of this, where you can have like temples and shrines all to yourself, I don't know if I would recommend it anymore. I don't know. So yeah, Asakusa, give it a visit, but know that there are places where you can kind of relax a bit more and enjoy the temples and shrines and have them all to yourself, not that far from here. But of course, know at those places you can't have a potato in the shape of a ring. And that's what counts, isn't it?
Just as I'm about to set off for Kyoto, some awesome viewers spot me at the side of the road, unfortunately in this case, stuffing my face with a potato ring. And it's to them that I'll leave the closing thoughts on Asakusa as a tourist destination.
Do you think it's worth coming here?
I think so.
This is our first time.
First time.
I think so.
It's kind of tough for people on wheelchair. This is life. This is what we have to do.
But I think it exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great to hear. I feel bad standing here like stuffing my face with this like potato ring. Enjoy your time in Asakusa and Japan. Have a good one.
Well, so far, despite all the apocalyptic headlines, I somehow remain relatively unscathed from my travels, albeit some nasty indigestion from the rainbow cheese sandwich. My God,